Now, good morning, and good morning. Welcome once again to Old Blackpool Biker. We're on Sunday. You won't believe the time. It's about 6:20. It's absolutely dead. I've just walked up Corn Street, then down towards the Regent, because I'll show you this. Now, the Regent Cinema Theatre, bingo hall, whatever you like to call it, got some history with. When I was doing main stage in Preston, I started off at Coral Island. A lot don't realise that Coral Island used to have a big bingo hall in it. Back in the day, I'm going back to the 86-ish, something like that. So I'd have been a young man of 18, 19. And after the season at Coral Island, went to Preston, worked with a gent called Ian Godsmark, who I worked with at the island, and then Preston. And then one day I've got a week off. I'm back in Blackpool, down bottom of Church Street here. I was stopping for a week off, and I'm walking up to the pub, and out of one of them windows there, I hear this biker, we weren't biker in them days. I've no caller. The caller by the name of the brilliant caller, Dave Steele, he was called. Any of those that used to come in the region, if you're local to Blackpool, you'd probably know Dave. And I ended up doing a day's main stage calling because Dave was off. I'm a week off, if that makes sense. So I got conscripted into doing that. Now here, the reason I'm looking here, this is where the Grosvenor pub used to be. For those that don't know the Grosvenor, it was a cracking little pub. Just stood here where the car park is now, where that car is just there. This is where the Grosvenor pub used to be. Famously owned by Frank Carson for a while, the Grosvenor. Now been sadly knocked down. These used to be properties here as well. Down there, as we're looking now. All knocked down now for many years. Now these trees here, when they were just babies, when they were just saplings, 10 grand each, these trees. 10 grand. Yeah, so that's where the Grosvenor used to be, just there. So let's have a wander down Church Street. Like I say, I'll show you a time when we get to St John's Church. Sunday morning at this time. I've been up since 4:30. Yeah, since 4:30. Incredible, innit? What's it about? I didn't even get any sleep till about 2-ish, so I've had about a couple of hours, if that. And it's just, I tell you, since I had that, I can't say anything, but I got in trouble last time I was on about it. But I think we all know what it was. Anyone that's been on the channel for a while. All I'm going to say is booster. Yeah. So we'll have a little wander round. Like I say, it's the morning after the night before. Revellers are still around. The last time I did a video at this time in the morning, they were as well. They were still coming out of bloody clubs and what have you. And my days of doing that are well and truly over. So they're doing all this up at the moment. They've had scaff around this for ages. It's all getting done up inside. This is where the toilets used to be here. There used to be public toilets here, and downstairs used to go down around about here, I'd say, just about. And this were Popeyes for many a year, this burger part. It splits Corn Street with Church Street. Now, I was saying yesterday, no, it's not actually gone on yet, this is the Stanley Arms, and this is where Blackpool Football Club was formed. That's what's said, commonly known as a Blue Room in Blackpool. I'll just cross over here. You see how quiet it is. We'd expect at this time in the morning. So, Frenchman's here. Frenchman's Cove. Another famous one for being haunted. Just here. I'll have to do, it's under new ownership. Well, I say new, they've been in a few months now, I believe. But I'm going to have a word, see if I can get in there and do a vid. But yeah, famously haunted, like the Rakes. I've told you about the Rakes many a time. Now, opposite where we're looking now is where the ABC Theatre used to be. Many a famous person. Now a car park, look. It's sacrilege, isn't it? What do you reckon? Let me know in comments. What do you think? You know, it's just a car park. This was a massive theatre. You could see how far it went back. That's the footprint of it, is where the car park is. It was massive. The theatre, I mean, many a famous person. The Beatles have appeared here. You know, it's just iconic. And now look. But, as I say, Blackpool's motto is progress. And then you look over and think, yeah, right, okay. Oh, that sun's coming out, and I've put a little jacket on because I didn't know what it was going to be like, to be honest. So yeah, I've put a little jacket on. I think I'm going to have to, when I get towards the prom, just take the jacket off. It's going to be a gorgeous day. That wind's died down from yesterday. That wind yesterday. It was knocking me back, honestly, and I'm a fat boy. I've got big bones, so you know. This is Topping Street. A lot seen me do things round here. Townsman down there and what have you. Nowhere open yet, obviously. I'll show you in a minute. We'll be at the church in a minute. I'll show you bloody time. You see the tower just peeping over. That's what I meant to say. I got a couple of comments yesterday. Video I put on yesterday when we were on. Where was we? Oh, we did the Friday night, didn't we? And the camera angle of the. Go on. I'm on it actually now. But when you're on the prom and when it's busy and what have you, people like to snatch phones and these things, the DJI that I'm on now. And to replace these, this is a 2, so don't get me wrong, but if you're going to replace it, you're going to get the newer version, obviously the 3. Now they're 600 quid. So when you're on the prom, is that coming out? 6:25, Sunday morning. Yeah, so what I do is, when it's really busy, I don't hold it as I am now, I have it down my side, by my hip, basically. Now the problem there, so people can't snatch it off me or whatever, especially when we do the night ones and then on the prom and what have you, you know, when it's really busy. Because people like these. And I like to have them off you, if you know what I mean. So that's why sometimes you get a terrible angle. And I got a couple of messages back, all I can see is bums in front of me. Really? So I'm like, I look at the video later on, because I don't watch my own videos, you know what I mean? I just upload them and what have you, and then that's it. But I've watched the video, I thought, yeah, that's a terrible angle. It's all right when people are far away, but when it's in busy places and you're right next to them, right behind or whatever, you know what I mean? So yeah, so I'm going to try and sort out a different angle so no one can get to the DJI. There you go. Show you the. Yeah, does that make sense? So when I looked at the video myself, I thought, yeah, that's a terrible bloody angle, right? It's horrible. So yeah, fair comment. I know where you're coming from. So I'll have to sort out something. I'd say I can't get a clip, so I can just have it up to, you know, like what, chest height or something like that. GoPros, you can get all the stuff for them, you know what I mean, and put a GoPro on, but these, I haven't found one as yet. And this is an old version too. It's scratched and wrecked, and just in front of the West Coast Rock Cafe. Brilliant. They do half-price burgers, half-price of Saturday, the different days. It's Robert's place, Robert Wins, ex-mayor. And eat quiet. I love it at this time in the morning. Really brilliant, isn't it? But we'll have a walk down to the prom in a minute. I have shown before, the Abingdon Street Market used to be the cop shop, the police station. I think I did that on Friday night's video, didn't I? Put that on too early yesterday, I think, that vid. Should have gone on at night, but never mind. Should have gone on last night rather than yesterday afternoon, if you know what I mean. And once it don't get any traction, the algorithm don't pick up and it goes to nothing, to be fair. Yeah, you see how it says police station. You can't see anything through these DJIs, by the way. The screens are so small on them. You need perfect vision. There's loads of cleaners around. So I've got to tell you, I'm impressed, to be honest. Cause a lot say Blackpool's dirty, but this is the proof. How many have we seen up to now cleaning the streets? This is the old post office. Look at the windows now in the daylight. Look at them all put through. But it says sold on it. So we'll have to find out what's happening here. There has been urbexers, urban explorers in here. Yeah, this was the main post office. At the back, if you go around the back, you can see, you know, where the goods in, where goods out, and what have you. We'll pop down to the prom in a minute, see what it's like. It looks like it's going to be a gorgeous day. And it's so much better when you've not got all that wind. Apologies for that. Yeah, look at all the windows. Do you remember I used to always have to have 2 pence on me when I was a little un, so you could phone home. I think it was 2 pence or 10 pence. Anybody older, if you can remember, or around about my age? I think it was 2 pence or 10 pence, weren't it? Pretty sure it was. Icons. Town hall in the distance. Is he going down that way? Can I walk down now, or is he coming back up? Just so noisy. Not complaining, they're cleaning the bloody streets for us, you know. So this is Clifton Street. There's a lot of Clifton streets, roads, this, that and the other, after the Cliftons that I've told you about before. Did own, from Lytham originally, the old Lytham Hall, if you've ever been to Lytham Hall. It's a great time. Oh, great time. It's great to visit Lytham Hall. I've been a couple of times before. Ain't it cracking this time in the morning? Yeah, Clifton's bought most of Blackpool and then sold it off in parcels. I've just done a video actually yesterday. It's not gone on yet. It gives a lot of the story. Oh, it's coming back up. Bear with. Right, we're back. It's further up now. I wouldn't be right if I didn't get this in the premiere in for June. This is what used to be Yates's, obviously. Most people know that. You used to have the walk through here, the arcade or whatever you want to call it. Just about here where them green doors are nowadays. Roughly-ish. Roughly-ish. No, I'd say where them windows are actually. You know, there. Where are there-ish. Yeah, you used to better walk through there. And you had the cinema above in the day. And Smoker's Choice at the other end. But then you had the pet shop as well. For those that's been coming to Blackpool for donkey's years, the pet shop there, that creased me. I was in Devon at the time, working for EDF, and I was watching it on the telly, and it was live on the telly, and I'm thinking, the bloody poor dogs. They used to have the dogs and that in the windows and what have you, you know. Anyway, it was horrible. Looking up at the town hall. Yeah, it was horrible, that was. Yeah, guy set the place ablaze. Corporation Street. Looking down there, just got one bus, the number 5, back look of it. Waiting to set off to, goes up to the hospital from here. 5, if I remember rightly. It's very rarely I'm on the bus, to be fair. Very rare. But yeah, Corporation. But when I was walking past here the other night, was it Friday night when I was doing the video? So you got Trilogy there and the little Blackpool pug next to it. counting house. There was someone sleeping in the doorway of the town hall. I thought, yeah, that's apt. Well, what can you do? What can you say? Coming up from Market Street now on the left. Yeah, you got Yates's and Brannigan's and what have you down there. Well, let's run. See, might be coming this way. I don't fancy getting knocked over. It's far too early. I've not had my breakfast yet. You know when it's too early to have breakfast? I've had 2 or 3 cups of coffee, and that's a problem when you're out at this time. Without putting too fine a point on it, but when you're out at this time in the morning, there's nowhere open, if you know what I mean. If you need a comfort break. A comfort break, yeah, okay. Look how still that sea is, I'll show you in a minute. Guys, it's gorgeous this time in the morning. I wouldn't mind if I could sleep at night though, that'd be alright. Yeah. Look at that, an empty prom. There's a couple of 3 around, don't get me wrong, but we're on now probably about 6:45 or something. Isn't it great just being able to cross the prom like this? Is there something on today? They've got barriers. Sometimes like they have 5k, 10k runs and what have you. It's Sunday, innit? I don't know if they have today. I'll have to check on the mind of information, commonly known as Google. What are you eating there, mate? What you found? Don't worry, you have your brekkie. You can have your brekkie, don't you worry. Look how calm it is out there now. Great, innit? Don't forget to like and subscribe if you would. Try and beat the algorithm. I don't know how it works, I ain't got a clue. Tried all different things over the years and I think you're either lucky or you're not sometimes. It's one of them, innit? See how, if you look above Yates's, it says Feldman's Arcade. Is that coming out? Can't tell, to be fair. See if I can't zoom in because I've broke the button on it.